Hello friends, I'm Sanyukta Saxena. Welcome to yet another session with me on the Tangle Pouyang. Hope you are enjoying the series. Hope you are trying out the new ways we are exploring the tangle. So today we are going to again try something new. Till now we have more or less kept our pepper the way it was. Today let us draw something different. Let us do something different with the tangle pepper. So, with a sense of gratitude and appreciation, I'm first going to be placing my border. You may or may not add a border, you can always do without it also. Right, so once the border is in place, I'm first going to start tangling with my main focus tangle, that is Pouyang. So, what I'm going to do here is draw my pepper a little differently today, right? So, we will first start with the same onion shape. Like this, yeah. Add a little bit of variation, keep it a little simple. Just adding some lines with a weight at the end. Like this. And then I'm going to add pepper, but not exactly a nice oval, a little differently. Also giving these nice curls in between, like these. Yeah, and then draw auras. Not sure, but something like the tangle popsicles. So I'm just adding auras now, not drawing any lines or bands, varying the look of that loop inside which my Pouyang goes. Yeah. So just experimenting, trying new things, just an idea. Yeah. Take your time and add those auras. Yeah. Again, keep rotating your tile and keep adding the auras the way you wish to. Like this. Yeah. And then I'm going to continue with the upper portion just the way it is generally, but with the weight at the end. Yeah, I think that's about it. We don't need to add more. Right? So a little different take on the same tangle. Right? So let us now proceed and add some more tangles. So now that we have drawn a little different version of the tangle, I am now going to extend it a little more and add these nice flux or some petal shapes, droplet shapes, whatever you want to call it, underneath. Yeah, nice flowy petals. Take your time, enjoy the flow. Now if you want, you can just leave it like this, or you can add some fescues. So much fun, no? Just drawing the way you want to, extending tangles the way you feel like, and it is so much fun. I really enjoy creating tangulations. It gives me the freedom to creatively transform the tangle. Yeah. So now the rest of the spaces, there are a whole lot of tangles that you can choose from. Go with the tangle that you feel like. So I'm going to be drawing I don't know whether this tangle exists or not, but I am just drawing the flux shapes in a curved fashion. Like this. Yeah, you can also add these lines. It's just about arranging flux a little differently. Yeah, so you can go ahead with some other tangles also. I'm just going to add a few here also. Like this. Yeah, again extend one here, give a nice curve, and then just go back and draw the same shape. Looks a little different this way. But the shape is the same. Yeah, going to draw a few here. Yeah, so just enjoying myself using the shape and nothing else, extending it whichever way I wish to. So I'm going to be adding some auras, enclose my Pouyang, adding a close aura. Take your time. So I'm doing this because I want to add black to my background. I want to ink the background. Take your time and slowly so once we have enclosed it, now we can go ahead and ink the rest of the sections. However, before doing that, let us add some other tangles. So the tangle that I am going to be probably using here is angelfish, a cadent tangliation, drawing these S shapes starting from one point and then joining these shapes again with an S stroke like this. So that's the tangle angelfish. You can always add an aura and ink the rest. Take your time and slowly do that exercise. Right? These small little spaces in between, again to be inked, will give a lift to your flux. So take that time and ink the in between spaces like this. Right? Again, I am going to add an angelfish here. Take your time. Go with the spaces you have. Like this. Add an aura if possible, wherever possible, and then ink the rest. Like this. So I'm going to do that exercise slowly. Add more angelfish. Wherever I can. Add some orbs. Flux. So orbs have to be there. So take your time and slowly go to each of the spaces one by one. See if you can draw an angelfish there. And if you cannot, then you can always add some nice orbs. They look nice with flux. So I'm going to go ahead and do that exercise. Add an angelfish here. Like this. Join with another S stroke. Right? Fill up the spaces in between. Add an aura. Yeah? So I'm still continuing the same process of adding my angelfish, adding orbs wherever I don't think I can fit in an angelfish, inking small little spaces in between. Adding one more aura to the S stroke. Right, so just going with the spaces wherever I think I can add something more. Yeah, I think that's about it. We don't need to fill up all spaces. Let our Pouyang breathe a little. Yeah. So I'm not going to add more. In fact, stop here. Add bits of rounding here and there. Yeah. Let's first shade this much and then we'll see if we want to add something else. Yeah. So as far as shading this tangle, since we want to depict these as folds, I'm going to add some thick graphite there to indicate that it is a fold. And then here, where I want to give the impression of the lines going under, right? Take your time and slowly add the graphite. Right? So let us blend this much. Don't blend too much. You want the whites also visible. Yeah. Moving on to our flux. So moving next to our second tangle, that is flux. You can shade it the way you wish to. I'm just adding at the place from where lines are emanating. Angelfish, generally under the line, over the line. Where lines seem to be overlapping is the way. Slowly, take your time. So you can try using flux in different ways, different arrangements. Also help you create interesting tangleations. Very big orbs, you can always shade them. Take your time. Slowly add graphite to each. Right? So if you want, you can add some more inking. Let us now add some chalk at places. So wherever you wish to highlight, you can add some chalk. Yeah, just brush off the excess. Right? So if you want, you can keep going. You can add more. There is no limit to what you can do. You can always add some mist if you wish to. Simple tangle, some crinky lines with some dots at the end, just like rainfall, just like mist. The tangle mist. Yeah, a slight touch there. And what is already there on your tortillon is sufficient to add that graphite. And that's it, we are done. If you want, you can add your brush pen a little bit wherever you need extra darkness. Right, the folds, if you want to highlight them a little more, you can add there. The other side of the fold, you can add some chalk. Right, that's about it. I think we are done. So I'm going to close my tile here, do sign and date it. Right, and I will meet you in one last session on the Tangle Pouyang before we start with our another new series on another new tangle, right? Till then, have a good time. Bye bye.